This is what he said here about how these women acted. Go ahead.
Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom, pride, fullness of bread, and abundance of idleness was in her and in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy.
He said, behold, this is the iniquity which is sin of thy sister Sodom. What happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? Homosexuality.
That's right.
You look at women today, who their best friends? Homosexuals. Oh, he all right, it's okay. He just like to have fun. We just having a good time. Remember this girl said this one time, and then she saw her son acting like the homosexual, and she said, oh, stop doing that, boy. I said, wait a minute now. You just said it was okay. But when your son doing it, it ain't okay. There's a double standard there. Everything points back to Israel. Everything. From Sodom and Gomorrah. You go back and see how God destroyed those two cities, those two big cities and the small cities around because of that homosexuality that was going on. There was a lot of stuff, but that homosexuality was strong in there. He said, thy sister's pride, fullness of bread and abundance and idleness was in her. She had everything. Just like today, a woman can get anything she wants. She don't need a man. I'm telling you. She can get housing. She can get food stamps. She can get all type of government assistance without him. That's because of that curse God put on us. And he told Mr. Willie Lynch to go ahead in the ministry. Just like we talked about last week. The first thing he said, I must break this black woman. Because if you break this black woman, she's going to tell you everything you want to know. So we got to make sure that we educate the woman, especially young women, to help us, because we need it as men. This is not a personal attack on women. I'm just putting it on the table. You do what you want with it. But I'm going to read this book. Verse 50, go ahead.
And they were haughty and committed abomination before me. Therefore I took them away as I saw good.
They took them away. They haughty, prideful. Tell us something. Can't tell me, man. Just got this sense of pride about them. They got a pot to piss in and you know the rest. Or a window to throw it out of. Prideful. Let that man, the government, take that away from you and see where you standing at now. Go ahead, brother.
Neither has Samaria committed half of thy sins, but thou hast multiplied thine abomination more than they, and hast justified thy sisters in all thine abomination which thou hast done.
When the abomination, these women are justified. Oh, that's still my daughter. She can bring her girlfriend around us even though she gay. She can come to the dinners, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas. That's my daughter. If she want to bring her girlfriend around, or she want to bring her boyfriend around, she can bring her. That's how you justify what they're doing with this homosexuality. You know, but the thing is, you let that happen to me. You see what happened. I would disown your behind. Period. I will help you, but it'll be far off. I ain't standing for that. Period. Period. I would disown you. I'm looking at my kid right now. I would disown you. You know what? But go ahead. Don't justify this stuff, women. Go ahead.
Verse 52. Thou also, which hast judged thy sisters, bear thine own shame for thy sins that thou hast committed more abominable than they. They are more righteous than thou. Yea, be thou confounded also. Bear thy shame in that thou hast justified thy sisters.
See, they doing, Israel did it worse than all the other nations. We talking about Samaria, we talking about the Gentiles. They doing it worse. You know how we do, we over the top. These jokers can't just gay and walk around with clothes on. They got to put on everything. Stockings, drawers, all this stuff with women. They got to go over the top with this stuff. You know how Israel do? We got to go on the top with everything, whether it's good or bad. We got to have the tricked out cars. We got to have the best clothes, the best rims, and all this stuff. It's the same thing when you're dealing with this stuff that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. It's about this abomination. We taught the other nation how to be homosexual. We did. It started with us. Go back and read the book. We did. God said Israel taught these abominations. Started with the priests. Go ahead, brother.
53. When I shall bring again their captivity, the captivity of Sodom and her daughters, and the captivity of Samaria and her daughters, then will I bring again the captivity of the captives in the midst of them.
See, when you're doing this stuff, you put us in captivity. Slavery. That's how we got dispersed all over the world in slave ships. That's why if you go back to Judges, you'll see how many times God put us in captivity, got us out. Put us in captivity, got us out. It was the same thing over and over and over again. And this is the captivity we in today, in America. I'm just speaking on the land I'm in. Man, they're killing us. They're killing y'all. They're killing these young boys for little nothing. This boy right here killed a police dog and got 23 years. An animal, a black boy. He going to jail for a dog. And these jokers kill deers every day. Kill all the animals. You see the thin line between that? Cause we didn't set a law for you to kill a police dog. They set a law saying a police dog is like an officer. Just like an officer. He like a human. This man is going, a Hebrew, a black man going to jail for 20-something years for killing a dog. Better wake up. Go ahead, bro.
That thou mayest bear thine own shame and mayest be confounded in all that thou hast done. In that thou art a comfort unto them.
See, this is shameful. All this stuff that's going on is so shameful. Let's go to Titus chapter 2 and understand that if you truly want to be a woman of God, to know how to lead your household, we're going to show you today. We're going to show you Titus chapter 2. Verse 3. Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. We understand, we're making it plain as a child understanding. I'm not sitting up here saying no big words. They're wrong, these jokers now, they think they're so small. Man, break this stuff down as a child will understand. We need some real men and women of God. Real men and women. But we got to work as a unit. And the unit only works with laws. Just like the United States government, they have laws to govern us, to keep us from doing stuff that hurting people. God has, what do you think they got their laws on? They got them from God. Got laws to govern ourselves so we won't hurt each other. Titus chapter 2, we're going to start with verse 3. Let's listen to what he said to the women. Go ahead.
But speak thou of the things which become sound doctrine.
You in Titus?
Yes.
Titus chapter 2. Oh, excuse me. In Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No problem. No problem. Let us know we still got, we human. We got work to do. Go ahead.
The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Now he giving the direction, the instruction now to the older women. He said the aged women likewise that they be in behavior become holiness. What is holiness? The law. You got to learn this law to be holy. Most of all, we got to do it. Verse 4.
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children.
We got to teach them. It ain't about giving them everything that they want. That ain't love. You hurt them if you give them everything they want. You got to teach them about these commandments. That's love. The commandments of love. It'll keep them out of trouble. What God told me, he said, bind these commandments upon your heart. Get up with it. Lay down with it. Everything that you do, you consult these commandments. That's love. This is what the aged woman the woman that got kids and the grandmama, whoever's a age woman out there, teach these kids this. Go ahead.
Verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
When he said be discreet, be in self-control, don't be wild, out there, being chaste, being clean and modest. You ain't got to show everybody you got a big butt. You ain't got to show everybody how big your breast is. Understand that. Self-control. That's what it is, and y'all see it. It ain't no secret. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it up here. He said that the woman, when y'all wouldn't be sober, you barely back in the day could find a woman who would drink. Boy, you look at them now. They get lit. What he telling you right here? This is what this the whole thing that's the conclusion to the matter. That the word of God be not blasphemed. When you don't follow the instructions, when you don't teach your aged women how to be discreet, keep us at home, teach them how to clean the house up, lead your household. Understand, this is what a mother's supposed to do. This is what a father's supposed to do. Teach them how to keep the house. They the glue. The mom is the glue. She get the instruction from her husband, which is the priest of the home. He give it to his wife, and she's going to be there to run. Because he got to work. He just comes in and enforces it. I believe my life to enforce it. She tried to save him too much, but anyway, go ahead. What you feeling with that? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 23, and verse 17. Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. And this right here is awesome word of God, word today. This is awesome. He's showing us how to govern ourselves so we won't make that many mistakes. And believe me, this is one of the women mistakes right here. You see what I'm talking about? Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. Go ahead and read it, brother.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
He telling me, no whores. Oh, she's 16 now. I'm going to go ahead and put on some birth control pills to help her out for her period. You just gave them a loaded weapon. She going to be taking them pills and say, man, I'm not going to do something with it. How you going to put a girl on birth control pill and tell her not to go out there holding? 16 years old. I never heard this stuff before. And you talk about a sodomite, that's the homosexuals now.
That's right.
He said, there shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel. You don't sit up there and be saying, well, we're going to date for a while. I might date him. I might date her. I tell my daughters and my son, you be a friend to whoever you find that's interesting, and you be a friend to that person first. You want to take it to the next level? Then we can talk. We can talk. We're gonna set up some engagements to get married. So you better be a friend for a long time. We ain't teaching how to be whores. No, we ain't doing that at all. Verse 18, go ahead.
Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore, or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy God for any vow. For even both these are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
You don't go out there and be bringing no whore in the house of God or a dog. We ain't talking about the homosexual. We're not going to have a relationship with homosexuals. It's not a bashing these homosexuals, but you just stay away from me. I help you if you need help before you just hang with us. No, we can't do that. A whore, I ain't gonna tell my son to go out there and marry no whore and make her his life, make her his wife. Or my daughter go out there and marry a whoremonger, meaning a dude sleeping around with everybody.
That's right, bro.
That don't make you no man now.
Come on.
That don't. They got some stuff out there, men, you can't get rid of. A whole lot of stuff. And women. Let's get back to the book before I start talking crazy. Let's go to, you finished with that? Let's go to Titus, 1 Timothy chapter 2, and verse 9. It starts with the woman in the household. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. This is not no mere chauvinist lesson. This is what thus said the Lord said to do. And we got to preach it. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to you, man, next Saturday. I'm gonna get to us next Saturday. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. Go ahead and get it, brother.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array.
This is what he telling the woman how to present herself. How to present herself. Adorn herself with modest apparel. Not stepping out with some tights on with a short shirt on walking around so somebody can see your behind. Or short skirts. Or seeing your bra, your breasts, and all this stuff. This is not modest. You are acting like them whores on TV if you dressing out like this. That's where you got this from. That's where we all got it from at one time. We've been there. I'm not talking like I got it right. We've been there, always been there. But we have to learn not to do this. And he said, with broad hair or gold and pearls and costly array. You got to have all this stuff to make you look good. If your the materials on the outside of you is gonna get you a man, you're gonna be lonely. Because you're gonna choose the wrong man, because he's gonna think you got something. Instead of meeting you in your head, he looking at what you got on your body. He wanna get you in the bed. That's it. Meet them in the head first. Understand what they're doing in their head first before you start judging them off their body. Oh, he got a sick pack, or she got a big old butt. Like I say, I'm telling you, it's all the stuff that's going on in the world today with women. You can't judge that off there. You better meet them jokers in the head now. Like I say, as the mother is so much to go, you better go back and look at her mama. See what she like. That gonna be 9 times out of 10 gonna be the end result of what she gonna be like. Cause she ain't raised her right. Get tight, but it's right. Go ahead.
Verse 10. But which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
That's how you want women to profess godliness with good works. Go ahead.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But most of all, the men gotta have something to say. And that's the problem. Men don't know nothing today. That's why she ain't silent. She know more than you. So you don't drop the ball. A woman ain't finna sit up and let you leave her when the car ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. She gonna get in the car and start driving. That's our job. But you got to raise that household right, that the young boys can assume their rightful role, which is being heads of household. The women being submission up to their husband. This is what he's trying to tell us to do. Go ahead.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, not to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
That's for all the women preachers. We ain't gonna get on that right there. But anyway, he said, not the woman not to teach or usurp authority. You don't go over man's head, period. About nothing. Husbands, she got to come to ask you, can I do this? You go back to Numbers chapter 30, he'll let you see. If a woman promised to say something, she gonna even tell God to do it. If her husband didn't hear it, if I heard him, I said, no, we can't do that. He can overrule that. That's how much power men got. But we, like I said, when the car's not moving, she do whatever she want to do. I'm talking about the men at the car, it ain't going nowhere. He looking for you to lead him. Which you supposed, as a man, supposed to be leading your household. But it starts back with the women. Go ahead.
For Adam was first formed,
Yes, sir.
then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
See, that's what it all started at right there now. Woman being deceived. Went over there talking to Satan. And God told her, stay away from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And she went to talk. And guess what Adam did? What did he say? Listen. And now everything's out of order. God kicking them out of the garden. Kicking them out. In the lost eternal life to live forever. We supposed to be talking to Adam and Eve right now. Methuselah and all of them right now. But he cut their lifespan down. We're going to get back to it if we stay in this book. We finished with that?
Yes.
Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. I'm telling you, women, if you do it right, I ain't saying all the time, if you choose the right man who fear God, he gonna do everything in his will to try to please you. He gonna do everything in his will to try to please you. If you are leading the household right, if you going into the household doing your job instead of doing his job, believe me, women know how to do it now. 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. Go ahead, bro.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives.
He said being in subjection to your own husband, meaning that a lot of women in subjection to other people's husbands. They do what pastor say before they do what their husband say. So you do what pastor say, he don't hold your conversation coupled with fear. He don't care what you say. He don't even acknowledge. You could be telling him something right, but he don't trust you. That's why he said, likewise, ye wives being subject to your own husband. You got his back. But when you got another man's back, he don't know if you're going to turn on him. He going to listen to you when you got his back. Now my wife tell me certain thing, I said, okay, go ahead and do it. I know she got my back. But go ahead.
While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear.
Yes, sir.
Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel.
That's the outer appearance. That's all you have. Man, a woman sometimes looks so smart and so pretty till she open her mouth. Boy, kill all the conversation then. Like, oh Lord, I wish I never said anything to you. Oh, for real, I've heard so many conversations. I was like, oh, okay, she's a nice looking lady. Then she opened her mouth. Straight death come out of it. She don't have nothing positive to say. I don't know it's true. Don't sit over here looking crazy with me. I don't know it's true. That's why the world out of course. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price.
You see what I said? Meek and quiet. That's in the sight of God. You doing good. That's a great price inside of God when you ain't out there being all wild and crazy. And for y'all young men, y'all choose these women that were acting wild and crazy, that's your fault. That's the one gonna bear your kids. Don't choose these cats. I mean, these ladies. Go to the other one. You might have put them in the microwave and warm them up, but at least they got some substance in their head. Choose the right one. She might be a diamond in the rough. Believe me, a lot of diamonds was in the rough. When they came out, you're like, man, I know, well, long time ago, you know, this girl, she wanted to talk to me, but she didn't look quite like I wanted her to look. So I was sitting up there talking to her, then the next fall semester she came back to school. Everybody was like, oh yeah, man, look at that girl right there. She looked good. And I looked around and I said, oh, that's old girl. That diamond in the rough has blossomed to a diamond. And that's what she was. She was dying. Now I come up there talking, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. Yeah, she know me. What's up? She like, what's up? Let me talk to you. Oh, you didn't want to talk to me then? Don't talk to me now. That's what I'm telling you. Stop going for the people that's always the flashy type, the loud, all this stuff. Meet them in the head. And the girl was smart. She was a manager over a hospital. But I won the prize with my life. I won the prize. That's the prize. Say this up, we get out of here. Get out of here. I'm just giving y'all an example. That's it.
Straight up.
That's it. I'm giving y'all an example. I'm pretty sure she got some examples too. But man, go ahead. I'm gonna have you get on that. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And after this manner in the old time the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands.
See, when you're in subjection to your own husband, you trust God. When you're not, you going over his head all the time. He tell the kids something, you go back, oh, you gotta do what he said. Wait till he leave, he gonna go to sleep. Hear him going to sleep, just stay in the room till he gone. And come out and wear what you want to wear. That ain't in subjection to your husband. You undermining him. But go ahead.
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement.
Sarah was in all subjection to Abraham. She called him Lord. For our term, if your wife say yes sir, or no sir, a lot of people think, well, how she said it to him? That's her husband. She sees something in him. A woman ain't gonna give you respect unless you earn it from him. Just like a dude, he ain't gonna give one respect unless he earn it. I earn my wife respect because she see me operate. Because when we started out, it wasn't like that. But that's when we had to earn each other respect.
Absolutely, bro.
We got into this word. And that's how we just started flowing right. We have our little spats like everybody have. But the thing is, we don't get off course. We know that, hey, this is your role, which is a wife. This is my role, which is a husband. We got to straighten this up. But this all this Bible study is about. Understanding your role as a woman and how you conduct yourself. You finished with that?
Yes.
Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 5, same book, and verse 5. It's just a little lesson, but it's powerful. It's powerful. It's right. It's at the right time and the right day.
Yes.
Because we're living in these last days, and people really don't understand how to govern themselves as women and as men. We try to govern ourselves right, so we want to fear God, and the end result, they kill our kids.